I see the train in the hand. Let's get some trains in the chat.
All right, let's tell our players they are good to go. I will get that hand cam up for you momentarily. All right, heywhyyou keeping a hand of Amberlock, Desert Alchemist, Permafrost, and Thomas the Train. I like this hand because it's got Permafrost and Desert Alchemist, which can go a long way in stopping Sunyveil from his aggressive start.
What do you think was a crazier play? The flip in getting the that 12/12 stranger, or the smite to block out the that spell card?
That smite was pretty good. I think the smite. I'm going to give credit to the play on smite because heywhyyou really, or Avion held that card knowing that that was going to come down and really was very patient because there was like 4 or 5 times they could have fired that card off and just held it until the right moment, and it was the perfect moment for it for sure.
I'm trying to think of like what were the best plays of this tournament so far that we've seen, and I think of those two right off the top of my head. That, or when they transformed that 12/12 into a goat.
Yeah, that was pretty good too, the goat one. All right, quick start by Sunyveil. They've got the shock troops into Terra. Now they do need a way to amplify this shock troop so it's not just a 1/1. But here comes that Desert Alchemist for heywhyyou. That's going to eat this, and then I assume we're going to see a Permafrost going to take care of the Tara next turn.
6/6 with Warcry 4, and she works out great with Hojan, Ikaria, and Kira. They're kind of weak, but like you give them Warcry, and not only does it help if they do die, but at least it wasn't for nothing. Sometimes I throw out my Ikaria out there and try and get the ability so I can get to the next power, and sometimes people just play spells and they die. So Tara really makes it a lot easier to get those weaker units, get something out of them.
Definitely. And heywhyyou can actually just play out, as we mentioned, they're going to play out this siege train even without the sling. You know, especially in this matchup where they just need to block because Sunny's just trying to kill them dead as soon as possible. Going to play out that train, get the blocking going. We'll have to see. I don't have Sunny's hand cam pulled up, but we'll have to see if Sunny has any action here to be able to get through this siege train. First things first, they're just going to attack. If they have a martial efficiency here, it's going to be fantastic. Martial efficiency, going to pump the shock troops and get through the siege train.
Some trains in the chat.
Absolutely. Thomas the Train. That's been a pretty sweet one here. Ooh, martial efficiency.
You called it.
I did call it, but they actually didn't block. I'm actually surprised they didn't block, so it's not quite as big of a blowout. But yeah, that's a huge chunk of damage. Wow. Now heywhyyou is down to 12. Ooh. All right, transpose can grab. Not much. They can grab a mortar or a groundbreaker, but I don't really like either of those. Have to see where they go here. They're going to start with the treasure trove. heywhyyou is under so much pressure.
Oh, this is 7/7.
But that's not enough. I mean, if Sunyveil has... Well, they have Desert Alchemist, so I guess heywhyyou is going to block the 6/6 with the Desert Alchemist. That'll keep them alive another turn. All right, and I believe I should have the hand cam here, so let me get that pulled up. Alrighty, we got the hand cam going. We've got Argo Ironthorn and Maveloft Elite with flying in hand for Sunyveil. So here comes that Argo Ironthorn. That's going to stun Thomas. heywhyyou is going to be able to eat the 6/6 or trade with the 6/6 with this Desert Alchemist, so that's something. But this Argo Ironthorn is going to be an issue next turn because it's going to give attacking soldiers double strike, double damage.
There's that killer imbue though. You can put that in with the 7/7.
With the 7/7, that's gonna be pretty good. 7/7 into Maveloft Huntress is pretty
Do they have
good.
enough time though at 9 health? You with no blockers. This is gonna be close.
All right, gonna transpose first.
Go in the market.
I'm gonna grab mortar and just gonna mortar that. I kind of like that. I think that's safer because, like you said, you play a blocker, it gets removed or it gets exhausted, and you just lose on the spot. So it feels safer to just go ahead and mortar that threat. But ooh, here comes another one. Here comes that Temple of Xi'an here. There's a 3/3 flyer and a Maveloft lead. That's 5 damage in the air. As you said, heywhyyou does have Maveloft Huntress here. All right, here we go. Gonna use the first one. Let's see if they chain these Huntresses. You can actually chain the second Huntress onto this one if you want. Gonna kill that first one. And then see if we play the second Huntress out. Yeah, here you go. I liked it. The Huntress train's going to kill the first one, get a second killer attack, and take out the 2/2. Or we're going to take out the 3/3 to protect from martial efficiency. That way you don't die to martial efficiency. Okay.
They could have plundered.
That's bold because I know you say you stay alive to martial efficiency, but now you just die to a flyer. I don't know, that's close. I could also see just attacking and taking out the flyer and then saying if they have martial efficiency, I lose. But yeah, now you're just dead to a flyer here.
Oh my. Uh-oh. This is...
Oh, going
Did
for aggressive, though.
just make us a comeback?
Yeah, look at this. They're putting enough pressure. Okay, Temple Sheehan, here you go. But now, if heywhyyou draws any sort of removal...
Draw 2 cards.
Close.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess it's not removal because the 7/7 only does 7. No, not enough. Oh boy, this is a close one.
Just 1 card short. 1 card away. Attack with the 8/6 and the 7/7. It's gonna get blocked by the 2/1.
This is really interesting for Sunny. Do you block the 7/7? Oh, it doesn't matter. heywhyyou's just gonna throw that in. Sunyveil's gonna take game number 1 over heywhyyou.
That is a huge upset there we just saw.
Wow, congratulations to Sunyveil for winning game 1. But again, this is best of 3. So Sunyveil is 1 game away from a trophy. heywhyyou is 2 games away from a second trophy after winning last week's challenge. Let's see if we're going to get a repeat winner or if the friend of Eternal is going to take it all. Let's head down to game number 2.
Is that another train in his starting hand?
Ooh, look at this hand. You've got turn 3 Sling, turn 4 Thomas. That's pretty good. Can't ask for much more than that. Let's see if Sunny has a fast enough hand to beat it. Sunny's working with Dara Lee, Argo Ironthorn, Tara, Temple Sheehan, and Argo's Technique. All right, gonna attack in for 2. No play on turn 2. That's gonna bite Sunny as the no play on turn 2. Really can't do that as the aggro deck. Now they do have a bubble shield to protect against, potentially the first Sling activation, but oh, and that hurts heywhyyou is no undepleted power on turn 3. So they're gonna have to take a turn off to play the Sling of the Chi. That's gonna slow them down. Here comes the Sling. Turn 4 Sling for heywhyyou, and they have Thomas the Train Engine, the Siege Train themselves in hand. Sunyveil attacking in. 2 bubble shields now in hand for Sunny. So let's see if Sunny can just ride the protection train, martial efficiency, bubble shield, and ride that all the way to victory. We'll see.
Fun fact for you. The Siege Train is the reason why we have standardized time zones.
There you go. Interesting. Well, I don't know if the fans in our chat are a fan of time zones right now, but well, there you go. I don't know how many people are fans of the different time zones, but there we go. The first bubble shield is going to protect Tara for Sunyveil. Here comes the shock troops. Can Sunny pull this out with just protection spells? The train does have reckless, so the train has to attack every turn. But Sunny can keep stopping these triggers. Here comes Hermit Gardener. That's going to be good because that's going to get you some seeds that can do some chump blocking duty if heywhyyou needs them. We're seeing Bubble Shield number 2. That'll protect Tara again. The problem with these Bubble Shields is by playing... Unfortunately, the Bubble Shield is good at protecting Tara, but it's not units either. So it's hard to, skipping turn 2 and not being able to put as much pressure. Hard to say here, but Sunyveil, put your foot on the gas pedal, attacking in with everything. Martial efficiency in hand, Argo's Technique in hand.
I used to be a railway engineer, but I kept losing my train of thought and going down the wrong track.
I don't know about that one. All right, martial efficiency here. That's gonna push through some damage. It's gonna eat the Hermit Gardener.
Ooh. There's a sling of chi.
heywhyyou has a second sling, but they also just have this Monolith Guardian, and I think Sunyveil's out of protection here. Fortunately, nothing Sunny can do about this one. Here comes the Monolith Guardian. That's going to take out the Tara and draw heywhyyou a card. Can Sunny push through 16 damage? That's a lot to ask. Thinking about it, you got Temple Sheehan, you got 2 copies of Argo's Technique, and Argo Ironthorn. The Ironthorn's going to be pretty good next turn if you can draw an undepleted power.
Too bad there's no mantle. Mantle and Argos Tech. That works.
Argos Tech's going to give +2/+2 and life steal.
Pump it up.
That's still only going to make it a 6/5.
Are they trying to bide time with health?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just gaining 6 health, I guess.
Here comes the train. Bringing the pain. Once that other 7/7 comes out, I think it's going to be GG.
Yeah, this is tough. Sunyveil now down to just the Temple Sheehan and the Argo Ironthorn. Here's a second sling and an Amberlocks, but heywhyyou's in pretty good stable position here. Sunny needs to find a way to get this 8/8 through. Twice. Unfortunately, just a Huru painting.
Oh no, no stun spells. That's unfortunate.
Well, they've got the Argo Ironthorn, but gonna stun next turn. Okay, here's the Temple Sheehan. First unit's reckless. I mean, Siege Train was already reckless. Now it's double reckless.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Going off the tracks.
All right, transpose to the market.
Let's
Death
go.
from above. Give a unit flying and berserk this turn. That can deal 12.
Can trains fly?
Okay, here comes a Guardian. This is going to wipe Sunny's board here. I think that's the third one. Going to wipe Sunny's board and put it to 9. And now heywhyyou has lethal next turn with Death from above. And that's it. heywhyyou tying things up at 1 game apiece. We're going to game 3 of the finals. This is this. Now you can say it's for all the marbles because this is it. This is game 3 of the finals.
This is it, guys. Let's get some snowballs in the chat.
Game 3 of the finals. We've got heywhyyou on Sling and we've got Sunny on Soldiers. I don't know. I think this is a pretty close matchup. I mean, I can see it going either way. You know, Sunny's had some really aggressive starts and is going to be able to take over and just end the game. But heywhyyou has also had, once they can get a sling down there, they've been able to end it as well. So this one's going to be really close.
I think chat wanted to look at the deck list real quick on the sling.
Yeah. Deck list here.
They're talking about it. I don't know if you want to show it to them or not. If we have time. Oh, you just put the link in. That works.
Yeah, Sarah says that Soldiers is a terrible matchup for Sling. Ooh, okay. heywhyyou gonna go all the way down to 6. Gonna mull to 6. Not a great 6 either. They've got 2 4-drops, but they don't have a Sling. They don't have a Relic for Guardian. And Sunny is gonna start off with that Daruli. 2 Huntresses in hand, a Crown Patroller, Argos Technique, and a Permafrost. So good hand for Sunny. Although we haven't seen the Janitor all finals long. heywhyyou really, really needs to draw a Sling if they want to take down Sunny here, because Sunny has a good aggressive hand.
Yeah, the janitors requested holiday leave.
All right, 5 damage coming through for Darli. Desert Alchemist, a good draw for heywhyyou. They're going to be able to eat a unit this or trade with a unit this turn, play out their power. Well, instead they're going to go with Huntress. Okay. Take out that Darli while you have a chance. That makes sense as well. Next turn they can actually Huntress and Desert Alchemist if they'd like. All right, Sunny going to play out that Huntress. And I assume play out a Shock Troops as well. Interesting. Play out the Shock Troops or keep up Argos Technique. Yeah, I'm going to play out that Shock Troops. I like that. Keep the aggression going.
Maveloff Huntress. In both decks. In the final round.
Yeah. Hopefully, Aqua, you've been able to see tonight which cards to start crafting. You've got Huntress, you got Speaking Circle. There's a reason these cards are in every one of these decks.
Made me think twice about the shock troopers or whatever. The 1/1.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Sunny does not have any Amplify in hand, so Shock Troops just, as I speak, he top decks Martial Efficiency. That can give +3/+3 and can trigger Shock Troops here. We'll see if heywhyyou blocks the Shock Troops, knowing that might come.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, so that's a good block. The Martial Efficiency, it can trigger the Shock Troops, but it's still just going to die regardless. Don't think there's anything Sunny can do.
That train's coming next turn. You probably want that Martial Efficiency for it.
All right, going to block that. Here comes the second Huntress. And they are keeping up Permafrost and, well, not keeping up, keeping up Argos Technique and have a Permafrost for next turn. Another Desert Alchemist. That's a really good draw for heywhyyou. See if they go for the Treasure Trove. I don't know if you have time to trove. You might just have to Huntress and then Desert Alchemist, but they're going to go with the...
Chat saying that desperate hit for lifesteal last round was a mistake.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Sunny later about that. It seemed like that was an aggressive use to gain 6 health. Maybe Sunny. My guess is that Sunny just miscounted. And it was just an honest mistake on the how big the 7/7 was. But attacking in, here we go. Here's the pressure. heywhyyou, Desert Alchemist again is just going to eat one of these units. Just going to trade off.
Didn't expect me, did you?
Martial Efficiency. But now, because of the extra power, now that Sunny has 4 power, can amplify it twice. And that can make the Desert Alchemist 0 power. So huge that Sunny played out the 4th power there before casting that Martial Efficiency. And that's going to be a big blowout. And heywhyyou now down to 7 health. They can Maveloft Huntress and Vicious Overgrowth. When is heywhyyou going to run out of things to do? But here we go. This Maveloft Huntress, though, is also going to get blown out. Well, no, you have Argos Technique, but... not going to use that here. Here comes Tara.
Oh, this is going to win the game right here.
Yeah.
Yep,
Too much pressure from Sunny. Sunny just threat after threat after threat. And that's it. That's going to be Permafrost. Sunyveil's got the Permafrost in hand. And here it is. Here's Lethal.
GG's.
And that's game, set, match for Sunyveil. Wow. Congratulations, Sunyveil, on taking the finals of Spring Challenge number 3. You are our winner. Congratulations.